Hey y'all, so it's been quite a while since I read a book to you, and as you can tell, they are so excited. All they're doing is yawning. But it is a Beagle book. So her name is it's called Stella Unleashed, and she's a Beagle. And it's called Notes from the Doghouse. So these two don't have a doghouse because they live in this house and they take over every single bit of this house and they know it. But that's okay. They are very spoiled, can you tell? So we are going to read Stella Unleashed, Notes from the Doghouse, written by Linda Ashman. And she is a Beagle. There's the back of the book. See that Beagle tip? They had that tip. So, you ready to read, Dissy? Do you want to read? You want to read a book? She's excited. Shiloh, do you want to read a book? So, Shiloh's already over there getting comfortable, and I'm sure they will be asleep in just a few minutes. I know that we have not been in school since March 19th. Can you believe that it has been that long? It breaks my heart. I'm going to cry. I miss all of you and seeing my babies. So hopefully we will be back in school very, very soon so that I can see all of you. I know it's going to be different. And I know we may not be able to hug or stay close to each other like we always have. But still, your teachers, no matter what happens, love you. And we're going to be there for you. And we're going to learn together. And we're going to get through this rough time together. We did it in March and April and May. We did a learning that we've never done before. And we're going to do it again and even better because we've learned a lot since then. Okay? So just know that even though you may be scared about going back to school because one, it's the beginning of the school year, everybody gets a little bit of first day jitters. And even though it's even more scary this year because we have no idea what to expect, even the teachers in some ways. But no matter what happens, your teachers love you. We'll be there for you and we will support you because we love you. And we want you to learn, but most of all, we want you to know how much we love you. So yes, I went off a little bit before I started reading the story, but Miss Thompson just had to tell her babies, future, past, and present, how much she loves you and your teachers love you and that we miss you and we can't wait to get back in the classroom and teach you, whether it's online or in a class or both. I'm ready to do what I love to do and teach and be teacher strong and see my baby smiling faces because all of you are my babies and you know that. I call you my babies all the time. All right, so enough with the side stuff. We're going to get on to reading the story, Stella Unleashed, and see what happened on her notes from the doghouse. And I love that she dedicated this for anyone who has rescued a homeless dog. So for if you've rescued one, but not only that, if you have given your cat, your dog, or anyone a loving home, any pet, and you take good care of it, that's great. Lost and found. Metal bars. A cold, hard floor, no window seat, and no doggy door. Countless strangers came to call. I listened, watched, and sniffed them all. They turned away and curled up tight. Nice enough, but not quite right. Then one day I sniffed a sniff and got the most delightful whiff. Dirt and candy, grass and cake, I stuck my paw out for a shake. A boy knelt down, I licked his face. He rubbed my head and I found my place. That's how I chose this family. Not perfect, no, except for me. So this is her little story from when she was in the pound and she was rescued. What's in a name? Binky, Mitzi, Fluff, and Fritzy sounded just plain yucky. They hollered, "Here, Penelope," but I refused to come. I yawned at Furby, Francie, Fifi, Boo Boo, Blanche, and Bella, groaned at Arfie, Pal, and then I heard, "Here, Stella." Stella? What a lovely name. Simply stylish, swell, a name with heart and dignity. It suits me very well. My best buddy. He likes to splash in puddles, loves to roll in dirt, doesn't mind some dog hair on his lollipop or shirt. Builds a cozy fort, great at play and chase, always shares his pillow, lets me kiss his face. Never tires of games, isn't in a hurry. It's almost like we're twins, except, well, he's not as furry. The drama queen. She's the doctor, I'm the patient, bandaged up in bed. She's the mommy, I'm the baby, bonnet on my head. This morning it's a cowboy hat, sometimes I'm a pirate, other times a clown. She never has me fetch a stick or catch a rubber ball. I wish she'd see that I'm a dog and not a dress-up doll. About this baby, well, strange little creature, interesting scent. No bark, but it surely can wail. Not very toothy, frequently drools, cannot be trusted near tail. Speedy on 4 legs, wobbly on 2, often seen traveling with bear. Splashes my water, plays with my toys, and best when confined to his chair. Mom and Dad. I drop the ball right at his feet. It's clear I want to play. I bark and drop it 3 more times. He turns and walks away. I whimper here beside the door. Translation, let me out. She murmurs, what a sweetie dog, and pets me on my snout. I stare intently at my bowl. The message, fill it up. He seems confused by my request, and he fills his coffee cup. So much I'd like to talk about history, science, art, but based on observation, it appears they're really not that smart. Acrobat cat. I do admire this about the cat. She's an acrobat. If I could walk on tabletops like that, I'd be ecstatic. Poor fish. His world is that fishbowl. Can't come out to play. Swimming is great, but all day, every day. His food's worse than kibble. His toys don't look fun, but saddest of all, he can't hug anyone. Mouse misery. When stuck in a cage, it's good to keep busy, but watching him run is making me dizzy. Pass the condiments, please. I am, of course, a grateful sort who doesn't like to quibble. But really, friend, if you intend to feed me only kibble, you can't deny it's hard and dry, just a little nibble. Well, I just try a little nibble. Well, I can't eat it either. Please, won't you add some grated cheese? Sleeping requirements. If folded blanket on the floor is fine, if it's thick. Several pillows, fluffy ones, will also do the trick. A velvet couch is lovely if permitted and if not. A sheepskin rug is cozy when it's a sunny spot. But for a truly peaceful rest, be advised, your bed is always best. Fur Emporium. You vacuum up the clumps of hair with obvious distaste. You toss more in the garbage. What a monumental waste. Why not stuff some pillows, make cushions for a chair, create some stylish wigs for those who need some extra hair? Just think of all the uses, enough to fill a store. See, I've left another clump, and still there's plenty more. The things I love. Walks and treats and belly rubs, drinking from a hose, balls and treats and squeaky toys, kisses on my nose, car rides with the window down, treats to scratch or run, frisbee treats, and open fields sleeping in the sun. Grass and treats and chasing cats, beds with downy sheets, being next to you, of course. And oh, did I mention treats? I'm surprised Shiloh and Dixie did not go crazy when I said that word, because they love that word. In true Beagle form, they love food, especially treats. I'm not going to say it again because they might start barking and want one. Tea time. This dress is not my color. I do not like this veil. This lace is very itchy. Please, no ribbons on my tail. This get-up is ungainly. Still, I endure my fate. After all, the scones are tasty. Would you kindly pass the plate? Water. I swim in the ocean, no matter how rough. And rivers and lakes, I can't get enough. When I see a pool, I dive like a sub. I love the water, but not in the tub. Hollywood dog. Toto and Lassie are great. I agree. Shiloh's got talent, but still, why not me? I can play goofy or charming or wild, capture the bad guy, rescue the child, fight off a bear on a camping vacation, paint on some spots, I'll play a Dalmatian. I can just see it, my face on the screen, gracing the cover of Woof magazine. Lavish hotel rooms, big fancy cars, strolling red carpets and sniffing the stars. It's time to pursue my fondest ambition. I'm off to LA for a movie audition soon. Very soon. But first, a short nap. It's awfully cozy right here on your lap. I had forgot that this book actually had Shiloh's name in it. From the movie, well, it started as a book, and then there's the movie Shiloh, based on the book. And Shiloh's looking at me like, why do you keep saying my name? Don't blame me. You placed the steak on the table's edge, then walked out of the room. There's no one here except for me. What else would I assume? The almost perfect host. A welcome guest with friendliness, unlike the snooty cat. Trouble is, I greet so well, I sometimes knock them flat. In the doghouse. I lunched while we were walking. I didn't think you'd trip. I tugged the curtain just for fun. Who knew the thing would rip? I knocked the knickknacks with my tail. Is happiness a crime? I helped myself to a little snack. You do it all the time. I barked and woke the baby. I dug a hole this wide. I promise I'll be better. Can I please come back inside? How? Oh. I do not mind these ragged claws. I like the dirt between my paws. My dandruff isn't troublesome. I'm naturally perfumed. There's nothing wrong with matted hair. I shed a bit, but I don't care. Do you forget my origins? A wolf does not get groomed. Okay. This is funny because he's howling and she's howling and barooing because she's getting her nails clipped. Let me just tell you, Shiloh goes crazy. Beagles do not like their feet touched. The Bow Wow Boutique. I suppose I'd wear that color without the rhinestones, please. I'll tolerate the perfume, though it's bound to make me sneeze. But buy that darling sweater with the bows and sparkly threads. I'll roll it in the compost pile, then tear the thing to shreds. Vive la France! In France, I'd be welcome at shops and hotels, indulged and endured like a queen. I'd sit at the table in fine restaurants and dine on exquisite cuisine. In France, I'd be nibbling croissants next to you. I would not be tied to this bench. If things do not change, I'm off to Paris as soon as I learn to speak French. 2 scoops, please. Vanilla is delicious, yes, but could I ask a favor? Next time we're all at the ice cream store, let's try liver flavor. Blech. Sorry, page is stuck. Dispatch from the front lawns. Spike was digging holes again when he woke up late. Uh-oh, Bruno's on the loose. They haven't fixed that gate. Muggsy stomped the daffodils. Lulu lost her shoes. Quit pulling, please. I need some time to sniff the latest news. They do that too. For Butch, who went off to obedience school, they wanted a compliant dog who wouldn't drool or shed, who'd lie contented at their feet instead of on their bed, who'd never track in dirt or mud, who'd do just as they wish, who wouldn't dig or chew or snore. Well, they should have bought a fish. At the dog park. Sniff, scratch, dance, catch, tumble, wrestle, roll, run around in circles, dig a little hole, leap, race, splash, chase, hunt, howl, roam. Whew, boy, I'm exhausted. Could you carry me back home? Yeah. If they go on a walk or play too much, they want to be held, not finished. Someone for each of us, tall and stately, short and stubby, brindled, spotted, speckled, shaggy, small and perky, large and bulky, wiry, curly, droopy, saggy, sporty, active, rough and tumble, moody types inclined to brood, pampered sorts who crave attention, loners who need solitude. Humans come in many forms, different styles, sizes, and traits. Life is sweet and much less lonely when we find our perfect mates. At your service. Alarm clock, vacuum, foot warmer, guard, inspector of the kitchen, ruler of the yard. Doorbell, jester, teammate, doll, protector of the house, retriever of the ball. Quick to give comfort, slow to offend. Keeper of secrets, and friend to the end. The end. Stella Unleashed, notes from the Doghouse. So that was Stella telling her story about how she got rescued and how she lived her life after she was rescued. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I will talk to you later. Love y'all.